Hey guys, Sarah here. Just wanted to stop in really quick to share a different kind of video with you guys. As a lot of you know, we recently launched a Patreon page on October 1st where we're offering recipes and live Q&As. For now, we have plans for even more value in the future once this is kind of up and running and doing well. I know a lot of you guys probably were like, what value can I find in a live Q&A? And I totally get that. And so I wanted to share what one actually looks like, at least a portion of it. Obviously, there are people who have paid for this service, so I'm not going to share it all because that just doesn't feel right. But I wanted to give you guys kind of a sneak peek of what it actually looks like. And it's not just me doing a Q&A. I do some of those on our channel here and there. It's actually me having our patrons vote on a topic and then me preparing a presentation for it and then answering questions at the end. So I will answer any kind of question at the end, but the whole presentation is, specifically about one topic and our patrons vote on it. Now, this is valuable because I'm sharing my insight and in real time people can share their insight and we can have a conversation because it's live. So it's not like a normal video like this where I'm just talking and then it's over and then I have to go back to the comments. It's real time engaging with one another and I absolutely love it. So if you're interested, watch this video, see what it's like, and then head to the description box so you can sign up as well.
Okay, so you should be seeing a clock that says time management. Hopefully that is what you guys are seeing. Let me know if that's what you're seeing. And I'm just going to keep going. I don't want to take up too much time, but if you watch our channel, I like to talk. So there's that. So we're going to be talking about time management. So before we jump in, I thought this would be really interesting and slightly overwhelming to talk about what our roles are as moms, if you're a mom, as wives, and women and childcare providers. So I went down and I wrote down all of our roles, or at least for me personally, my roles, but I'm sure a lot of them are the same for you. And I tried to think of like all the things that those things entail. So I'm just going to quickly go through this. So there's person of faith. So I'm a person of faith. So that includes praying, finding time to read the Bible, going to church. Our daughter goes to Awana classes, Bible studies, and any other like extracurricular things with your church. I have like women's groups, things like that. So those are all things related to that role. Wife, if you're trying to be a good wife, you'll go on dates, you'll check in with your spouse, you'll set goals as a family, you'll make time for intimacy, things like that that make you a good wife. When it comes to motherhood, oh my gosh, the list goes on and on, right? But you want to make time for quality time, for caring for your kids, for appointments, for their health, for your mental health, so you can be a good mom, making sure that they have their stuff for school, making sure that they're prepared, that they have clothes that fit. I mean, I could just keep going. There's so many things just being a mom. Being a daughter or a sister or friend or family member, you're checking in with those you love. Being a human being, you need shelter, you need food, you need, some kind of exercise, you need stimulation in your brain, all those things just to be human. Plus there's being a citizen, voting. Oh my gosh, I'm not going to keep going, but you guys see the point. There are so many things to keep track of in this life, and all of it takes time. And so we're going to start off overwhelmed, and then hopefully I can give you some tips to kind of help break it down and not feel so overwhelmed. So how can we find balance? Balance, balance, balance. That's what all the self-help books are about. And we all know there's no perfect balance. Every day is different. Priorities are always different. Life is changing. I know earlier this year when my dad had a really bad accident, he was basically, sorry for the grossness, but he was basically scalped. It's a miracle he's even alive. And my whole world changed for a while because I was focused on caring for him and being there for my mom and just making sure he was okay. And that's okay. So I was not balancing everything then because my priorities temporarily shifted. But in the normal day-to-day, when you don't have crazy stuff happening like that, we try to find balance. So the first tip I have, you guys know I like to plan. I have my happy planner. I have a daycare planner. I've got videos on these things. If you guys have seen them, But before you can do anything, I really truly believe you need some kind of planning system that works for you. I don't know how anybody could possibly run their life without some kind of planner system. I know What works for me may not work for you, but we all need something that works for us. And so for me personally, I have my all-in-one planner. That is my happy planner. And I have everything in there because if I have it in too many places, I get confused. And then I also have my daycare planner for daycare stuff. And then for my planner personally, I need a week at a glance because I need to know what's going on and be able to kind of fit those pieces of my puzzle together, be able to shift things easily and not have to turn too many pages. I used to do a daily page a day planner, and that worked well till I had kids and had a lot more responsibilities. But if that works for you, great. And then I also need a monthly spread. You know, I know most families need some kind of monthly view to see what's going on the overview and whatnot. And then stick with it. Find something and stick with it. And if it doesn't work, then change it. But just stick with something. I'm not going to spend too much time on this, but a planner is a must of some sort. If it's on your phone, great. If it's, you know, just papers around your home and that works for you, great. No judgment here. Just find something that works and stick with it. And then on top of that, you need to get your spouse on board, guys. This is probably San and my number one struggle. Our number one fight as a couple is about planning because he works an insane schedule as a chef. So I never know when he's working. Like I have a week schedule that I get like a few days before the week starts. And I'm just supposed to be okay with that. And I am because I love him. And this is what we signed up for when we got married. But it's really hard. It's hard on him. It's hard on me. And it's hard because he hasn't found that like perfect system that works for him. So sometimes he'll forget things and then it really frustrates me and he gets frustrated with himself. So let me know in the comments if your significant other has a planning system that works for them, because we are still trying to figure that out. We don't know. He's tried lots of things. It just hasn't worked consistently. But I think it is so important that your significant other has some kind of planning system as well and you're on the same page, because I have read so many articles on this. Moms, by default, are the ones who are the default parents. We're the ones carrying all the crazy crap in our heads, all the to-dos, all the, oh, there's spider webs under the couch. Got to clean that. And we walk around our houses, especially if we're home all day, and we see so much stuff we have to do, and that weighs us down. It is overwhelming. Let me know. Give me a hallelujah if this is something you resonate with. It is stressful. And so it is very important that the person we are doing life with is on the same page and has some of that responsibility. And let me know what your spouse does to keep on track, because it is hard. I think men in general just think differently, and in general, and obviously these are generalizations, but in general, they don't carry all this stuff like we do. They're able to compartmentalize, and I know I can't. I just carry it all. And so I need help with that sometimes, and I need to know that my spouse can cover those things that he agreed to cover, and I don't have to worry about it anymore. Okay, next tip, schedule as much as possible. I know in the comments before this live, we talked about Jordan Page. I would highly recommend following her on YouTube. She's amazing, and Facebook. And she's talked a lot about time blocking. So having blocks of time in your day where you're doing certain things and just focusing on those things, because where we really get bogged down is trying to multitask and do too many things. I know I'm guilty of this too. And I schedule just about everything in my life. So if you could see my planner right now, it is insane. I'll probably show you when I flip the camera back around. But I schedule everything so that I don't forget, and so that I don't have to worry about it anymore. If I schedule it for Saturday, I know that I'm going to get it done on Saturday, so I don't have to worry about it anymore. And so the time I have today, I can focus on today's tasks. And when I'm with my family, I'm not worrying about Saturday, usually. I'm worrying about right now, getting quality time with them. Things that you should schedule: meal planning, grocery list creation, appointments, self-care. I literally wrote in family next week on 3 different days because I've been taking on a lot more tasks in some of my online businesses, and it's been taking away from my family, and that's really been bothering me. So I literally wrote in family so that I don't plan anything else then. Workouts, like I said, this is something I'm still working on. doing paperwork, Carol. When can you fit that in? And I mean, just so many other things. What other things do you guys schedule in your day-to-day? What do you have to schedule so you make sure you get it done? Okay, create routines and habits. This is like my love language. I love routines. I love them because they create habits. I create routines to create habits. So what I mean by that is I create a routine and I stick with it for a while, and pretty soon I don't need to follow the routine because it's a habit. And once it's a habit, you run on autopilot and it's not a stressor anymore because it's just something you naturally do. So I'm big on the miracle morning. I have a very strong morning routine. I've got videos on this. I think it's super important to start your day focusing on you so that you can focus on others. Laundry routine. I actually am going to be filming a video on that hopefully this weekend. It's very important to have some of these stuff just a routine because otherwise you don't want to have to stress about it. A nightly routine. I'm still switching this up a lot, especially when now I have stuff like this that I'm doing that I love, but it cuts into my night. And so, trying to figure out what things are important that I need to get done every night. Nap time routine. There are things I do at the beginning of every nap time, reading the Bible, updating my daycare Facebook group, things that I just do on autopilot so I don't forget, but that are very important to me. Sunday meal prep. That's something we do now. I've been doing for a few months. It's amazing. Really sets up our week. And I know every Sunday at nap, that's what I'm doing. And then cleaning routines, obviously, to keep our home tidy and organized. It's really important to have some kind of routine when it comes to that. Delegate, you guys. Okay. So many of us. I know I'm preaching to the choir here because you guys are hardworking. Most of you moms, childcare providers. We take on so much. We want to save money. We don't want to depend on other people. We don't want to deal with the headache of what if it doesn't get done, then it's on me kind of stuff. I know I am as type A controlling as they come to a fault. It's not something I love about myself, but it's the truth. And it's very hard for me to delegate. But what are some things you can delegate? Grocery shopping. San does most of the grocery shopping because he has that flexibility to go without kids. And I think as much as possible, it's so much easier if you go without kids, especially a two-parent working family. You want quality time with your kids. We still shop with them. They're still learning the etiquette. They're still out and about socializing. But the meat and potatoes every other week grocery shopping, that's my husband. Usually when he works an early shift, he just goes right after, gets everything, comes home, and then I don't have to worry about it. If you don't have that luxury, try doing grocery pickup. So many different grocery stores do that now. Walmart, Target, most grocery stores around us, and we're not in a very big city, do online. You can make your grocery list, pick it up there, or some of them even bring it to your house. To me, it's worth the money. Meal planning. This is something I now outsource with 5 dinners, 1 hour. It's amazing. I love it. I have videos on. I'm not going to go into it too much, but this is a headache. I hate meal planning. I hate finding recipes. I hate grocery lists. So this really takes a lot of that headache out and frees up mental space and frees up time for me. And then cleaning. I hire a cleaning service. She comes every other week. So I'm still doing a lot of cleaning between then, but I don't have to clean my showers, guys, because she does it. I don't have to vacuum our bedrooms because they can go 2 weeks and they're fine. We're not in them a lot. She does the dusting. I don't do very much dusting in between. I'm still cleaning toilets. But twice a month, I don't have to because she comes. And it's wonderful. Highly recommend it. Worth the money to me 10 times over. Lawn care. We would really love to hire out the lawn mowing, but we just haven't found the right price yet, and it's not in the budget right now, but we do hire out lawn care, so they take care of the weeds and stuff, so I don't have to worry about that. And then childcare. Obviously, I'm a childcare provider, but my daughter goes to preschool 3 days a week, and that saves me some stress because as we all know, when your own kids are in daycare, it can be stressful. And it's just a really great way for us to get some space and her to make new friends and work on her social skills, and mama gets a little break, and it's a win-win. But also on top of that, usually twice a month now on a Friday night, my mom will take my oldest, Celia, and I can get some stuff done, and I can film videos, and I can do stuff like this and work on my businesses. And she's getting amazing quality time and memories that will last for a lifetime, and I'm getting time to get some stuff done. So where can you outsource? There's so many other things, but these are just some examples of how I outsource and delegate things in my life. And you should too. There's no reason why you should be doing it all. Even a single mom on a tight budget, there's things that you can do. There's creative things you can do that don't cost a lot of money, like the 5 dinners 1 hour, or online grocery shopping, that kind of stuff that you can do to save you time.
So thank you guys so much for staying to the end. If you like this video and you want to see more videos like this, then head on over to our Patreon and sign up. That's where you will find this style of video. I just wanted to share what it looked like since it is new, so you guys know. If you were kind of on the fence and wanted to know more about it, this is what it actually looks like. So thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you next time. Bye guys.